All right, hello everyone. The day is here. It is December 23rd, and we have the Vancouver Canucks schedule. You can see it right here next to me. What we have here is all 56 games that the Vancouver Canucks are going to play this year. And it starts off with a back-to-back in Edmonton. So we can see right at the top of the list here, on Wednesday the 13th, they have a back-to-back in Edmonton on the 13th and 14th. Then they go down to Calgary. They play on the 16th and the 18th, so spreading the games out. So they play 16th and the 18th in Calgary, so 4 games away from home, so they're gone for a week. Then they come back to Vancouver, where they play, what was that, 6 games in 9 days? They go 20th, so they go Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday against the Canadians in Rogers Arena. And then 2 days later, Ottawa shows up, and they have Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, so another back to back in there. Um, and then right after that, they travel to Winnipeg and they play only once in Winnipeg on the Saturday. And then on the Monday, they go to Montreal, play back to back nights, so the 1st and 2nd of February. And then they go to Toronto to play 3 games. So that's again, like a 10-day road trip in which they play 6 games. So they're really cramming things in. Scrolling down here, they come home and they play Calgary 3 times in Vancouver, spread out. So 11th, 13th, 15th, Thursday, Saturday, Monday. And then they go to Calgary and play 1 game there on the Wednesday. Come back home, play 4 games at home. So 2 games Winnipeg, 2 games Edmonton, all spaced out 2 games apart. And then they fly to Winnipeg again, where they have an actual 3-day break. They don't play on the 26th or the 27th, so they play on the 28th and then March 2nd in Winnipeg. Come home again. Toronto comes through, excuse me, for a 2-game stint on the Thursday, Saturday to begin March. And then on the 8th and 10th, Montreal is in town. They play Vancouver twice. And then Edmonton comes for 1 game on the 13th. So another sort of 2-day gap in there. Going a little further here, we have Vancouver going to Ottawa, playing 2 games in Ottawa, then going to Montreal, playing 2 games back to back in Montreal, flying home, playing 2 games against Winnipeg, and then a week off. If you notice right here, you go from the 24th to the 31st. So I guess teams are still getting bye weeks. So that's interesting. They play Calgary on the 31st. And then they go on another long road trip. So they leave on probably the 2nd. They play on the 3rd in Edmonton. Then the next day they play in Winnipeg, and they play twice in Winnipeg. And then they fly to Calgary, play 2 games there. Then they go to Edmonton, play 2 games there. So they're gone for 12 days or so. And then they come home. Toronto will play the Canucks twice. Then Ottawa will play the Canucks twice, again, fairly spaced out. Then they go do that exact same stint on the other side of the country. So they go to Ottawa, play 2 games there. Go to Toronto, play 2 games there, back-to-back nights. And this is where it'll get really exciting, right? You'll have the Canucks playing Toronto, Edmonton, and Calgary all at the end of the season, all in tight, to see who makes the playoffs, pretty much. So they play Toronto twice, and then they play Edmonton twice in Vancouver. They have a 3-game homestand to finish the season. 2 games against Edmonton, 1 game against Calgary. So to summarize this schedule here, they play 10 times against Edmonton, 10 times against Calgary, and then 9 times against the rest of the teams. I think that's how it was. I don't entirely remember. But basically, all of these games, all the games are 4-point games, right? You lose, the other team gains 2 points in your division. Every game is a divisional game, so it's going to be exciting. All of it starts in like 3 weeks, January 13th. And then you have basically Canucks hockey, 56 games in like 116 days or something. I think they have a handful of back-to-backs, a couple of 2-day breaks, that week off in the middle of March or at the end of March. It's going to be exciting. And feel free to hit the subscribe button, follow me on Twitter, hit like, stay tuned to my channel. We have Canucks content coming all the time throughout the season, game previews, game recaps. Be sure to stick along for the ride. We'll see you next time.